Oliver, today we had GlaxoSmithKline's second quarter results, and so far since the news of bribery allegations sort of came about in the middle of July, shares have been off 5%. Did Andrew Whitty, boss of Glaxo, did he sort of do anything to calm nerves at all today?
Well, there was a lot of hope that he would. These were his first public remarks since the allegations of bribery and corruption in China came out, and he spoke on the journalist call quite at length about them. He did a little to soothe nerves, but not a lot. His main angle was that the investigation is very early and there wasn't much he could say, and that this looks like a few individuals operating outside the company's own procedures. That's all well and good. There's been a few rogue employees perhaps, but still at the allegation stage. But if they were allowed and able to operate outside the procedures, Glaxo also needs to start asking questions about what its procedures are like and how good they are in China.
Okay, so it seems like a lot of questions still remain. I mean, for a start, is Glaxo going to continue to do business in China, and how important is China to their overall business?
Well, it's not huge at the moment. It's only sort of 4% or so of revenues, but it's growing fast, far faster than any of its other regions. So it's very important, and the management of Glaxo have been very keen to stress today that they're very committed to operating in China. So they're very keen to do business there. But it's not at all clear what kind of business it is. They've also talked far more vaguely about the possible changes to the business model. It might be tiered pricing or changes to marketing. So it's very unclear for investors exactly what kind of business Glaxo will be doing in China, and really whether all those growth rates, all that fantastic revenue growth, will lead to anything approaching profits in the country.
Okay, but putting China aside for the moment then, what did second quarter results look like?
Well, on this it was all far more soothing. The numbers themselves are bang in line with what analysts were expecting. Mixed picture on the revenue side, the US doing better than other regions. There was also some nice news through the first half on drug approvals. So there's some nice news on the pipeline coming through. So on that point, there were reasons to be fairly comforted by the numbers, and the shares were flat today. They've barely moved.
So overall, there's still questions to be asked with regards to GSK's business in China, but results overall look to be in line. Thanks, Oliver.